Hello everyone. Okay, there's been a lot of chatter about the Nexus 5 sound quality. And in my original sound review and so on, I seem to have caught a lot of flack with people saying, oh, you're wrong, the sound quality on the Nexus 5 is rubbish, etc, etc, etc. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to round up some of the issues that people have discovered with the sound quality and where we kind of lie with the fix. Now, what you have to bear in mind is that when a device is produced brand new coming out of the factory, they tend to produce quite quickly and sometimes things go wrong. And that can be a software issue, so Google did a bit of a programming mistake, and it can also be a physical manufacturing issue. Now we actually have two problems with the Nexus 5 right now. One is how the software on the device, individual applications are working with the sound driver, effectively the DSP of the Nexus 5, and the other issue is a manufacturing issue. Now, in my tests, I used Google Music and I used a YouTube app, okay? And in both of those tests, I found the audio quality to be absolutely fine. Now, interestingly enough, if you try and play back some MP3 audio from another application or directly from the device itself, you can hear that the sound quality has gone thin. It loses some of its punchiness. Effectively, it sounds like the equalizer is not being used to in any way enhance the sound quality. It feels flat. So that's the first issue. Now we know Google are working on a fix for that. That should hopefully filter down over the coming weeks. Maybe before Christmas would be great. So let's put that problem aside for a moment. Effectively, that's a software issue. If you're having that problem where in Google Music or in YouTube things sound great, there's kicking off, then that's the problem. Software bug. Now, the next issue is a physical hardware problem. What some developers have found over on the XDA Developers Forum is that when the device has been manufactured, this speaker grill at the bottom, effectively too much glue has been used and it's ended up blocking some of the egress holes that let the sound out. Now what one enterprising developer did was took his Nexus 5 apart, took out the speaker array, got a hot needle that he basically heated up with a lighter and poked some extra holes into the speaker grill. This effectively allowed more sound out, thus everything was fine. So your choices are this. If you feel that the Nexus 5 sound quality is subpar, especially in the Google Music app and the YouTube app, then you may very well have a physical manufacturing problem with glue bunging up those speaker holes. RMA your device. However, if you find that the audio quality is great in Google Music, great in YouTube and some other apps, but awful in all the other apps, then you've got the software issue, just hold fire, it's going to get fixed. So there's really two problems, as I say, that we're kind of dealing with here. One is a software issue, the other is this physical hardware issue of too much glue being used in the speaker array. Basically, the glue is being used to kind of hold all of the components in place. There is not a major problem with the Nexus 5 speakers. There is not a major problem with the Nexus 5 audio quality. What we have is some slight teething problems that probably should have been picked up at QA, but weren't. Like I say, if you find that the sound quality is great in Google Music, but sucks in every other app, wait for the software update. If you find though that the audio quality sucks in Google Music, then you may very well need to RMA your device to have it swapped out because you've got glue bunging up that speaker array. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop some links into the description on this video so you can go and explore this problem in more detail. But like I say, don't declare the Nexus 5 sound quality to be absolutely atrocious just yet. There is a bit more work to do in fixing this up and you may very well just have a defective unit from manufacture.